Good morning, everyone. Got an early start today because on today's show, I have a tremendous amount of stuff to talk about, including my best day ever in Street Fighter 6 yesterday, now playing on my brand new gaming PC. In addition, my appearance last night on the Kino Casino show over on Kick. I can't wait to talk all about that. And we've got a huge news story today. It's been revealed that Ubisoft sent influencers on a giant paid trip in order to get them to shill Star Wars Outlaws. We'll talk about all aspects of this story today. All this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Alrighty, so good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, right? No, Wednesday. This week is so weird because I'm streaming so much this week. I've lost track of what day it is. Today is Wednesday, the 7th of August, 2024. I'm DSP, this is Jasper, and welcome to the show. I hope that you're all in a good mood, and if you're not, perhaps we'll put you there after today's topics. We got a lot to talk about today. This is a loaded show. So I actually started my stream early because I wanted to have enough time to cover it, but not cut into the gameplay portion of the stream, because today we are going to explore the possibilities of my gaming PC. I had it now for about a day working, but all I did yesterday was play Street Fighter 6, and then we had no late stream. So because of that, we haven't really taken a look at anything that I could do, including previous games that I already own on Steam, including games that I could get off the Xbox app because I have Game Pass Ultimate, and whatever else you guys would like to see me do. I'm totally down for that, like a big exploratory stream today. At the same time, if people are like, you know what, you had such a great day yesterday playing Street Fighter, do some more of that, I would be down for that too. Like, whatever, like it's fair game today on the main stream. So we'll see what you guys are interested in after the podcast ends, okay? But today, obviously, we have many topics to discuss. I want to recap how amazing, how ridiculously different it was playing Street Fighter on PC for the first time yesterday versus any previous sessions. Like, no exaggeration, it feels like I'm playing a different game. And it showed in the results, right? If you take a look at my results yesterday, that was the absolute best session of Street Fighter 6 I've had in the over a year that I've been playing the game. Ridiculous results. And we'll cover those, the details of those. But also, the Kino Casino appearance last night, it went very well. It went swimmingly well, I guess you would say. Which was great because I didn't know how it was going to go. I didn't know if people on that show were going to enjoy me and my personality and the things that I had to add to the topics that we were discussing. I also didn't even know technically if it was even going to work. Those guys use like Discord to arrange for their podcast show, and I had never done voice, video, or anything through Discord before. So I had absolutely no idea how or if it was actually going to work. And then it worked great, and I was like, oh, well, that's cool. And the other big story today, this morning, Ubisoft, as you know, has a huge game coming out in less than a month called Star Wars Outlaws. It's supposed to be Star Wars in an open sandbox world similar to, say, Red Dead Redemption or GTA. And you could tell with the amount of marketing and the amount of stuff that they're doing for this game that they're definitely trying to get people to push it and to advertise it and to get hype around it. But it finally broke the news that people got wind. They took influencers recently, some of these influencers that got to play the game early, they actually flew them out to Disneyland and gave them an exclusive VIP tour experience of the park the cost of which is something like $500 to $1,000 a day per person. They put them on these like cruises out there. And it's like, at what point in the games industry do we say, you've gone too far, because how can you expect a fair, unbiased opinion on a game you're about to play when you've literally been like wined, dined, and treated to like this insane, luxury accommodation deal? And this is, by the way, this is not the first time, nor will it be the last. This kind of thing happens all the time, but the point is, it shouldn't happen. It creates dishonesty. So we'll talk about that as well. Those are the three major topics of today's show, okay? So, one quick thing, not to flex or anything, but this morning I was in here early because I was excited to get the stream started. And I turned on my lighting. I said, we'll do orange today. And I themed the whole podcast orange. And I said, oh, my joystick also lights up now, my Victrix. So I color coordinated my Victrix joystick orange to match the background of the stream. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. My PC also has lighting. And I color coded the PC orange too. So now the whole office matches. The entire office is color coded. And I know it's something silly. It's something for me. You guys aren't going to see my PC looking orange and stuff. But it's just kind of like all these years, all these streamers and content creators had all these toys to play with and stuff, and I didn't have anything. And now I'm like surrounded by this stuff. I'm like, wow, this is so silly, but it's fun, And if anything, the glare won't be a different color. Like, imagine if the PC was blue, but the background was orange. You might see like a blue glare on my screen, but having it all the same color kind of matches it and makes the lighting look better too. Excuse me. So, yeah, that's neither here nor there. I just thought it was something neat this morning when I came in. So I'm going to color code my whole office. I'll probably do this like every day now. But anyway, let's get into it. So, first of all, let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about the whole Street Fighter thing, because I know not everyone's interested in that. I certainly am, being that I've been playing Street Fighter 6 so much in the last year. And, I basically, sorry, I feel like I'm going to cough again. It's my stupid cold. I should say this up front. My stupid cold is bothering me still. Yes, I still have residual symptoms. I still have a tickle in my throat. I still have a little bit of the post-nasal drip. It's worse in the mornings. Because last night I was on Kino Casino, and someone actually said, Phil, it's weird. You're not coughing. You're not clearing your throat or whatever. Like, they think it's some kind of a weird conspiracy, okay? No, it's a medical condition. When you have post-nasal drip, all right, certain things can trigger it. One of the things that triggers it is like sleeping in a certain way. One of the ways that triggers it is getting like a reaction, like an allergic reaction to something like dust or hay or pollen. It can make it turn on, basically. Another time that I get it, sadly, is when I eat certain things or drink like hot drinks. I'll get it, it'll turn on. So sometimes I'm having dinner, and all of a sudden I get this just like pouring down my throat. It's disgusting. Now, I don't want to gross you out, but I'm just trying to explain. That's why sometimes on the podcast I come in here and I'm like, oh God, I'm trying to clear my throat and I'm trying to I'm blowing my nose. I'm going snorting. I know it's disgusting. I hate it too. It's a medical condition I have, and there's no way to stop it. Like, unlike a stuffy nose, I can't just blow my nose. It's not going in my nose. It's going down here. And it's absolutely nasty, and I hate it. I really am upset that it affects my streams. But literally go back to the old videos I used to do 15 years ago. You can hear it in the video. It's not something that just happened. I've always had this. It's just that recently, upgrading my setup, getting better audio, now you can hear it more or less, because what I've been doing is, putting filters on the mic, so hopefully it's not as bad. And I know it's not as bad as it used to be. But yeah, like people on the podcast last night, the casino, were like, why are you not blowing your nose? Why are you not snorting? Why are you not clearing your throat? Because I didn't have to, because it doesn't really bother me later on in the day. It usually bothers me earlier in the morning, or if I get it agitated. Like if you see me sneeze on stream, oh boy, Niagara Falls down the back of my throat, and now it turns on again, and it sucks, okay? So, apologies for when it, affects me. Sorry about that. And, I'll do my best today. I feel it already a little bit in there. It's not that bad, but I do feel a tickle in my throat from this residual cold. See? So I'll do my best, okay? Okay, yesterday was my first ever day playing Street Fighter 6 on my brand new gaming PC. By the way, if you want to know all about my new gaming PC, I have a command for it in chat, !PC. Try it right now. And you're going to get all of the stats of my, PC right now in chat. And so you don't have to ask anymore, gee, what PC did Phil get? The only thing that's not in there is the name of the PC. It's actually called the i7 Reactor from Thermaltake. It's the model that's of the pre-build. So, yeah, if you're interested in it yourself, i7 Reactor is the name of the PC, okay? So there you go. There's the specs. Now you can get the specs, and you won't have to ask me a million times, okay? And by the way, another thing, tons of contributions are coming in. Thank you all so very much. I will shout out every one of your contributions after I get through the topics of my show. I like to do that near the end of the show because that way I don't get off track and I don't forget to talk about certain topics, okay? But I promise you, you will get shout outs and, excuse me. And we'll talk about all that stuff, okay? Cool. So yesterday, Street Fighter 6 on PC for the very first time. We set it up, 1080p. We tweaked it to have the minimum input delay. Everything smooth. How did it go? Best session ever. In the over a year, 2 months I've been playing this game, literally the best win-loss ratios I've ever seen in the game. E Honda, 19 wins, 7 losses in ranked for a 73% win-loss ratio. M Bison, 19 wins and only 4 losses for an 83% win rate. Blanca, 12 wins and 5 losses for a 71% win rate, but sadly, with Blanca, I was forced to play wireless matches because I couldn't find wired, and like 2 of those matches were shitty, laggy connections where the connection was, juddering, and I'm like, how am I supposed to play this? And get this. Get this. You ready for this? Dalsim, or Dalsim, however you like to pronounce his name. 20 wins, 2 losses, for an overwhelmingly positive, highest ever win rate in Street Fighter 6, 91% wins. I only lost twice in an hour of gaming. That's insane. That's crazy. That's the best I've absolutely ever done. Now, if you haven't seen the footage yet of the gameplay, please check it out. It's all on this channel, and each character has their own video that lasts about an hour, okay? For some odd reason, the video I did the best in, Dalsim, has the least views. I don't get it. It's like he doesn't even have 300 views, but the others have almost 500, and I'm like, what, you're not like Dalsim? Are you crazy? He's one of the most unique characters in the game. He's one of the hardest to play, and he's super fun to watch. How he keeps you away, he's poking and everything. And I'm starting to get really good now with his combos. So that I don't understand. Okay, that I don't understand. But I hope you guys will check out all the videos. Obviously, much more coming. What I need to do is get them all to master. Just so you know, the placements. Honda only made 3-star diamond because of bad placement matches. The only time they had me play a 5-star character was a freaking Cammy. It's like, are you kidding me? Cammy versus Honda is a horrible matchup. Cammy literally throws Honda through 90% of his attacks. It's a horrible one-sided fight. I lose that one fight, and they're like, oh, 3-star diamond. Like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Such bullshit, you know? Dalsim, 5-star diamond. M Bison, 5-star diamond. So we're well on our way to master with them. Blanca, I did get screwed because, like I said, it wouldn't find enough wired matches. So a couple of my placement matches were laggy wireless matches, and I lost them. So I ended up getting 4-star diamond with Blanca. That's not so bad, but it's still annoying. Okay, it is. It's still very annoying. So, anyway. Great stream yesterday. People showed up. They watched. They engaged. They supported. We had conversation between the matches. It worked so well. And the PC was flawless, right? We didn't have a single problem playing this game on PC. The graphics were amazing. Slightly better than PS5. Not a huge deal, but definitely they were slightly better. You could tell the effects and everything just looked a little better. Input delay, pretty much non-existent. So I've got the best version at this point. And from now, the way I see it, now the real game begins. Because now I'm on the same version as everyone else who's a pro. So we're on equal playing field, equal ground. And now I can finally learn this game at a level where I can do well against better people. Because they don't have some kind of an innate unfair advantage. All right. So 2 thumbs up for Street Fighter 6. I literally can't wait to play more. I can't. So I would love to play it today, but I know many of you are probably going to be like, man, you just played it all day yesterday. You're right. But the thing is, like, once I get into the groove and things are going well, like, I get a craving for it. So we'll see what happens today. I don't know if we'll play any of it today or not. All right. But let's see. But, it was great. It was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to play more. Okay. So that was yesterday's daytime stream. Everything went well. Views, support, great stream. Last night, I was on the Kino Casino show. And it went horrible. Those guys are terrible. They treated me awfully. They asked me all these kind of bait trap questions. They were constantly disrespecting me. Oh, wait, that was another show I was on last year, Sidescrollers. This actually was a good show because it was entertaining. Because instead of just asking me a bunch of intrusive, fucked up questions for no good reason, they actually had real conversations with me. They asked me about my takes on stuff. They asked me about other, things in the industry, gaming, right? They asked me about my history as a YouTuber. Of course, they asked me about my detractors and stuff. They asked me about everything. And the thing was, it was a great appearance because not only was it that, but we also went and we watched clips. And I don't know about these people that these guys watch. I know nothing about them, right? But then getting to see the stuff that they watch all the time and everything, it was really neat because I was like, wow, I feel like I'm actually like a part of the show, which is all I ever wanted. When I was going to be on the Sidescrollers last year, that's what it was supposed to be. And then they turned it into this fucking 3-ring circus detractor sideshow interview so that they could get a ton of money out of my detractors because they were greedy fucks. If they had just been fair with their intentions, it would have been fine. But instead, they turned it into a way for them to make tons of money over these months because they wanted to be toxic. And that pisses me off because that was supposed to be an opportunity for me to have an interview where I could clear the air and people were supposed to be objective rather than subjective. And instead, because they put their opinion in saying, oh, we don't believe anything Phil said in our interview, so fuck him and let's make a lot of money. Immediately, everyone just says, well, Phil's a scumbag, right? If the interviewer themselves comes out and says, oh, I don't believe the person we just interviewed, that's, of course, going to have a negative impact on the person. How the fuck they didn't understand that? That would be like if Barbara Walters, in all of her epic old interviews, she used to get all these exclusive, huge interviews for TV. Imagine Barbara Walters interviews someone who's a hot topic, a world leader, or a celebrity, and then she has this great, supposedly objective interview with hard-hitting questions. At the end of the interview, you're supposed to judge for yourself what you believe or don't believe. But imagine if, not even 24 hours after the interview, she came on a show the next day and said, man, that guy I interviewed yesterday was a real piece of shit. He answered everything with a huge lie. I don't believe a word he says. So now the entire interview is skewed one way and no one's able to objectively decide for themselves what they think because you were the interviewer and you now have a formulated opinion. You can't do that. That's called hack journalism. That's called an actual targeted attack, a bait and switch. That's exactly what happened with me with Sidescrollers last year. And they used that to propel themselves to some kind of popularity. All right. So now that I've actually had a fair chance to appear on a show, I'd like to tell Craig and the Sidescrollers, go fuck yourselves, you disingenuous pieces of human fucking shit. I hope you fucking flush yourselves down a toilet and never climb the fuck out of the sewer that you live in with your drama politics show that no one gives 2 fucks about. All right? Why don't you go fucking suck on Melody Mac or whatever the fuck the new hot topic is today with your bullshit drama? No one gives a fuck about you and you'll never be relevant. Now fucking choke on it. Excuse me. What just happened? I blacked out there for a second. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, So last night I was on the Kino Casino and it was super good. Like, we had a great time, right? And by the way, guys, contributions are coming in. Again, I swear to you, I shout these out at the end of the show. I want to say my piece about all this stuff first, and I promise you everyone will get a shout out. Thank you to everyone here. Okay. So, thank you guys for those who tuned in. Thanks to those who watched it after the fact. If you haven't seen it yet, you can check it out over on their, I think it's Kino Casino Gaming, I think it's called, over on Kick. They have the stream archived. You can check it out after the fact. And also, they're going to clip it. Like, they do clips, highlights, and they put that up on a channel on YouTube called Kino Casino Clips. Check that out. If you want to check out the clips after the fact, they're not there yet, but they will be soon. So yeah, so the show was great. From what I'm to understand, they had over 5,000 live viewers, which is really high viewership for their show. And apparently, if you count all the other people who were restreaming it, because you know there's always a bunch of fuckheads who restream everything illegally, it was over 10,000 live viewers. Okay? Now, I just want to ask you a question. Why? I'm here on stream literally every day. You could come check me out every single day. Whenever you want to come by and hang out with me, I'm here every day, right? I don't get 10,000 live viewers. So why is it because I was on their show, it garnered 10,000 viewers? I guess because you see me interacting with someone else live. I mean, I talk with you guys live. It just kind of blows my mind because I really don't see the interest, why there's so much interest in me, particularly when it comes to this kind of shit. I look at it and I'm like, I really don't understand. I mean, I guess people are fascinated with me because I've been around for so long and because so many people talk shit about me. I don't know. I really don't know. But for me, it's funny because they outright said this. They said, listen, Phil, you have to understand something. Your takes tonight on our show are different from how a lot of other people approach content. If you did your own show where you react to stuff like this, drama, right? We're not talking the kind of clips that I do on my clip show every week over on my DSP Reacts channel. But if I actually did drama content, right, you would blow up. People would absolutely tune into your show and watch it to hear your takes and everything. Yeah, but you gotta understand something. When people come to this channel, DSP Gaming, this is not the content they want. They want to chill with me. They want to hang out. They want to have some conversation. They want to enjoy games. That's what I've been doing for 16 years. I don't want this content to be degraded and changed just for the sake of me blowing up and getting some newfound popularity on the internet. That's not what I do this for. Okay? I do it because I have passion, because I love what I do. I absolutely love this job, coming and hanging out with you guys every single day. I'm not doing it to blow up and be some kind of internet celebrity or anything like that. And here's the truth. As fun as it is to do it, right? It always comes back to bite you. Take a look at these people who have been doing this for a long time. I mean, Review Tech USA has been doing it for a decade now. And now that the camera has turned back on him, oh my fucking God, how bad it is for him. So it's kind of like a karma thing. If you are constantly brazzing other people and looking at their shortcomings, what's going to happen is eventually it's going to swing back to you. And then you're going to be like, oh shit, now I'm going to get it worse than everyone else because I had my big mouth open for the last 10 years, right? So I don't want that karma. I want to be able to make content. At the end of the day, I don't feel like I've hurt anyone by doing it, all right? So, for example, when I react to this Review Tech USA documentary coming out hopefully within the next week, am I going to be critical of Rich? Of course I am. But I'm not going to be harmful to him. I'm not going to be sitting here and wishing him the worst and saying people go attack him and stuff. No, because that's not who I am, and I don't want... I've firsthand seen the repercussions of people making fun of me and how that had crazy people coming after me and my family and my business in awful ways. I don't wish that upon anyone. So that's why I'm not okay with like constantly making that kind of content. Excuse me. You know, if the guys on Kino Casino want me to be a guest on there every once in a while, I'm totally open to that. They were very welcoming. They were very positive. I'm going to talk a little bit about the topics and stuff that I really enjoyed in a second. They were very accommodating. Their audience was so nice. The thing is, I didn't have the chat open. All right. So I actually don't know what was going on in the chat. Later on in the night, I played back the replay. The chat was great. The chat was engaged. The chat was enjoying. They were actually adding to the conversation with comments that I think the guys were reading during the show, and then they were bringing that to the conversations. It was great. That was a great audience. It wasn't the typical toxic audience that I was expecting, of people coming in and just, let's say, every negative fucking awful thing about him and his family and all this stuff. It was actually the opposite. And I would totally be okay with being on their show again, but I just wanted you to understand, the reason that something like that is good and works and is special is because it's not something you do every day. You understand? If I was literally on their show every day, then it wouldn't be special anymore, because now it's just a regular thing. You know what I'm saying? In this case, it's a special appearance. If I show up every once in a while, then I think it's going to be a special thing. It's going to be a lot better for me, for you, for everyone, right? So I'll talk with those guys about, every once in a while dropping in, having some special appearance, adding, if they have topics particularly that think I can weigh in on, or on the flip side of that, if they have a show where they just want it to be about topics about me or topics I can add to, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the DSP show today. We're not going to do the normal stuff. We're going to do stuff based around things he can add to. I'm totally okay with that too. That makes sense. That I can show up and it's pertinent that I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how it goes. But I have absolutely nothing negative to say whatsoever about my appearance whatsoever. It was so positive, so respectful. I had a great time. I didn't mind not doing my own stream. When I sacrifice my stream, I work as much as I do because I have to. I literally have to make money, so I have to work. A stream I don't stream is a day I don't make any money, right? And I sacrificed a stream. And, that's fine to do that. I'm totally okay with that because it was a good time. It was worth my time, as opposed to the 6-7 hours I fucking wasted on the Sidescrollers show just for them to be self-serving and being pieces of fucking shit. But I guess I should shut up because I've already ranted about that, and you guys don't want to hear me just shit talk them all day, do you? Or maybe you do. A lot of people like that shit. Anyway, okay, so what happened on the show? Oh, a lot of stuff. They interviewed me about all kinds of stuff, about my history as a YouTuber, how I'm so resilient, my detractors and how they react to me, specific thoughts about certain people, although a lot of them, I don't know too well. Like, we watched clips of Ethan, Ralph, and Rick Nikita. No, Nick Nikita. Yeah, that's how you say his name, right? And a few other people too. I'm already there. The thing is with me, I'm not in the drama sphere. I don't know who half these people are. I only know them because you guys passingly mentioned them in my chat. And so to watch some of these videos for the first time, I'm just like, oh my God. And I think it's what they wanted. They wanted a layman's response to seeing this kind of behavior on the internet for the first time. And it's just like, can't believe that they do this. Like, they're okay with just regularly putting themselves on the internet acting like that. Like, for me, my most embarrassing moment on the internet was an accident. Okay, a horrible accident, an incredibly embarrassing accident, but definitely an accident. Okay? Since then, you have not seen that kind of behavior from me ever again, because I am embarrassed, mortified, and I don't ever want to portray myself as that to the internet. That's not me. That's not representative of me. That was me at my worst moment, accidentally broadcast to the internet. These people literally are broadcasting themselves daily doing insanely embarrassing things as if it's just no big deal. Just keep it going. And the worst part is that some of these people have families, kids. Like, what the fuck are they doing? So I kind of get it. I understand why people would be like, whoa, this is fascinating stuff to watch or react to. At the same time, I don't understand how the fuck people group me in with these people. How? I'm not someone who puts all my personal shit out there constantly. In fact, I have a nice separation between my personal life and my public one on purpose. And I don't want to have all my personal shit shoved into your face on purpose. I want to have a fun, chill stream with you where we can kind of just hang out and have a nice vibe. Not, oh, drama, stupid shit. It's like, it's insane. Why would I want that, right? I don't look like these people. I don't act like these fucking people. I'm not that kind of a creator. I have content to offer you of value. Do you understand? The reason those kind of people do that content is because they have nothing of value to offer the world. So instead, they have to degrade themselves and do sensationalist content in order to get attention. I don't have to do that. I can sit here and give you meaningful content that you actually can value because you get something out of it other than, haha, laugh at the clown. So that's how I'm different. And that's why, as much as I know I'm going to be categorizing with lolcows forever, I am nothing like those other motherfuckers at all. I don't know how you could even say that I'm similar or in the same realm as them. I'm not actively doing this. If anything, I'm a human who has flaws and I make mistakes on stream daily. I know I do. But I'm not actively putting myself out there as some kind of a fucking human embarrassment just to get views and money. This is not the clown show. Because I know, I love this saying that I came up with. Once you put on the clown makeup, it never washes off. I refuse to be categorized in with these living fucking clowns who all they have to offer is human embarrassment. Sorry, that's not me, man. I got shit to say and do that's meaningful to my audience, and I'm going to stay right here doing it every day till I fucking decide I don't want to do it anymore. No one else is going to tell me I'm not going to do it or I'm going to shut you down. Fuck you. I will be here every day making meaningful content for people on the internet until I decide to quit, period. Okay. So with all that being said, the show last night was great. I was on there. Actually, I was only supposed to be on there for about 2 hours, but we were having a good time. So because we were having a good time, I stuck around for 3 hours. And even then, we didn't get through like half the stuff. They had clips to show. They had more things to ask. I was like, don't worry. This won't be the last time that I'm here. I'll be back, you know? Now, the follow-up to this, okay, is the Review Tech USA documentary is coming out. And here's what I can tell you. I can't tell you concrete details because no one has them. Here's what I know. The Review Tech USA documentary from June the King is supposed to come out either over this weekend or early next week. The problem is YouTube. Now, what do I mean by that? YouTube is infamous for when these kind of videos are published, it'll do things like flag it for content ID, flag it for copyright, flag it for ad suitability. Now, listen. Personally, I don't see the advertisement appeal of a man who takes his shirt off, who's grossly overweight, sucking cucumbers, kissing cocks, and doing pretty disgusting things. Human embarrassment, as I said, right? I don't see the advertisement appeal of that. But the bottom line is, YouTube has monetized Review Tech USA's channel and streaming the entire time, right? So if YouTube already monetized his content when it was its own original form, why... excuse me, why would they be flagging the documentary as unsuitable for ads? But here's what I now know from personal experience. Once YouTube starts flagging your videos, it just starts flagging all of your videos. On my DSP throwback channel right now, which is a channel that I have where I'm restoring old content, old playthroughs from 10, 15 years ago that looked like crap because it was a camera pointed at my TV. So I have editors who are upscaling and making these much better quality, longer parts. My old parts of videos used to be 10 minutes long because that's how old I am. I used to upload videos where you can only upload 10-minute videos. So I'm now doing 30-minute parts, proper titles, thumbnails, totally upscaling them for a modern audience, okay? I did a playthrough of a game a long time ago called Dante's Inferno. It has a lot of nudity and gore. Back then, YouTube said, oh, this is too risque for YouTube. In 2010, we can't have this content. And they actually removed my playthrough from YouTube and never allowed me to upload it again. In 14 years, things have changed and YouTube allows it, but now they just flag those kind of videos as ad unsuitable, okay? So I knew this was going to happen. And when this new remastered version of Dante's Inferno was uploaded over the last month, pretty much all the videos got flagged as ad unsuitable. That's fair. I get it. But now, YouTube is literally flagging every video I upload to DSP Throwback as ad unsuitable. Then I have to submit it for review. And when a human finally looks at it, they say, oh, it's fine. And then they put ads on it. So I would guarantee you, with June the King, that's what's happened to his channel, is because he covers these controversial people probably a couple of his videos over the years has been flagged as ad unsuitable. So now every time he has a documentary coming out, he can't just release it. He has to upload it. He has to have it unlisted. He has to wait a certain time period. He has to fuck with the video till the algorithm will finally check it and then say, oh, is it suitable for ads or not? And if it says ad unsuitable, now he has to submit it to be manually reviewed by a human to get it ads on the video so he can make a living. That's fucking stupid. YouTube should not be flagging videos ad unsuitable because its AI is dumb as shit. It should actually be intelligent about it, but it's not. So I get it. We have no clue when the Review Tech documentary is going to hit because even June the King has no idea when the documentary is going to hit. It's up to YouTube. Okay? So, when this documentary hits, yes, we have plans. When I say we, me and the Kino Casino guys have plans to do a co-op stream where we will actually react to it together. Okay? Now, how will it work? That's the question I need to hash out with those guys because they have been using, Discord and everything to do their streams for ages. I have literally never done this. So I have to figure out how would I get this to work? Like, the documentary has to be playing so all three of us can watch it. But to do that, I think it has to be like a local file. So maybe I would have to wait the documentary to be live, and then I would have to like download it and then have it playable on my PC, I think. And then I could import it into like Discord, and then we can all access the video together and pause it and do, you know what I'm saying? In addition, I have to find a way to get, Discord content into OBS, which is the program I use to stream. So the thing is, I will probably this weekend have to sit down and look into this. I'm not going to do it now because I'm already in the middle of my streaming week, but maybe like when I come back on Saturday, maybe like Saturday during the day or Saturday night, I'll have to figure this out. Oh, is this true? You can stream it to Discord. You don't need to download. Well, keep in mind, it'll be in a YouTube browser. Like, it'll be in a web browser. You can just put that onto Discord, a web browser. If that's the case, that makes it easier. Excuse me. Sorry about that. What are their names? Well, their online names are Triple P and Worski, but I think they go by Ashton and Andy, right? It's Ashton and Andy. So I'll have to work. I'm probably going to work with my editors, my mod team, and figuring it out for myself. Obviously, if I'm going to do this co-op commentary, I want it to work and be entertaining for everyone. And by the way, get this. This will be on my channel. This will be on DSP Reacts. This is not going to be on the Kino Casino channel. It's going to be on my channel. I'm going to give them permission. They could use the footage any way they want. They could cut it up. They could use it endlessly for their content. They will have permission to do that. But they're going to be on my channel. How crazy is that? They've agreed to do this. That's amazing, is it not? I mean, what trust and what, they're saying, yeah, you came on our show, we'll be on yours. Like, whoa, fucking shit, man. That's fair as hell, right? So, that's going to be on DSP Reacts. Not here. That'll be on my React channel, DSP Reacts. So I'll say this right now. If you're from Kino Casino and you want to see us do our co-op commentary on the Review Tech documentary coming up, go subscribe to DSP React right now. You have to, because you talk in the chat, you have to be a 24-hour subscriber. Okay? Fair enough? Okay? And we'll give you details on this when they're available. We can't commit to it because we don't know when the documentary is going live, And keep in mind, it's about an hour-long documentary, but we're going to have an insane amount of stuff to add. So if this thing drops at 9 at night, 10 at night, I can't do it then. We'll just do it the next day. It depends on when it drops. The rumor is it could be over the weekend. It could be Monday. Now, here's the problem with that. Here we go with my cold in my throat. Sunday's my React day. I have my weekly clip show, DSP versus the Internet, on DSP Reacts during the daytime. And then I have my retro React stream on DSP Throwback on the late stream. And that's me reacting to PlayStation Home from ages ago. That's going to be a really fun one, a cool throwback for longtime fans. Okay? So the problem here is, oh, by the way, ASM, no, I'm not streaming through Discord. I'm not going to stream through. He's like, You'll be limited to 720p 30 frames unless you pay for Nitro. I'm not streaming through Discord. I'm using OBS. Don't worry. I'll just do screen captures and sources and everything. I'll figure it out. Okay. So anyway, if this documentary drops like Saturday, then I can try to on the fly adjust. Okay. If the documentary drops on Monday, then I can try to on the fly adjust. But if this documentary drops in the middle of Sunday, I'm kind of screwed because I'm committed to doing shows on Sunday for people who are paid members of my channels. Do you see? So if I start doing DSP versus the internet, right? And we're having a good time, and and all of a sudden in the middle of the afternoon, oh my God, the Review Tech documentary just dropped. It's like, shit, I'm already in the midst of this stuff that I'm committed to, right? ASSM, for the documentary, you need to stream to Discord so they can see it. No, I don't. What are you talking about, ASM? ASM, all you do is you do a call. You do a video call. I did a video call yesterday, and I don't have paid Discord. I don't know what you're talking about. It's confusing me. All right, I'm getting derailed here. So, yeah, basically, we got to figure this out. I'm almost thinking, and listen, I'll talk to the guys about it, all right? I'll try to hash it out with them. I'm almost thinking it makes more sense to say, let's do it Monday when it's a higher chance it's going to be live, and that way we can commit that, hey, everyone knows when we're doing it, be there or be square, right? As opposed to, oh, we might be doing it Saturday, we might be doing it Sunday, we might be doing it Monday, and now everyone's confused, and no one knows when to show up because you don't know when it's hitting, right? I'm almost thinking that might be the safer way. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys give me your opinions, obviously. I'd love to hear everyone's opinions, because right now we have my viewers and casino viewers in chat. I'd love to hear your opinions. What makes the better option here? I'm leaning towards just saying, let's just do it on Monday, because hopefully it's live by Monday, and that, then people kind of know, all right? And again, Fed Rogers says, can't you get a definitive answer from June the King? June the King can't give a definitive answer. It's on YouTube. Do you understand? Like, again, right now, I can upload a video to DSP Throwback, and it could go live immediately, monetize, no problem. Or I could upload a video to DSP Throwback, and it can immediately be flagged for content ID, for copyright, ad unsuitable, and now I have to sit there for 3 days doing all these processes to get that cleared up so I can finally get ads on the video. June puts a ton of time, effort, and work into his content. He can't put out a demonetized documentary. He's doing this for a living. He deserves to make money on his hard work, okay? Oh, see, I understand what you're saying. People are saying you could share your screen through Discord. They're saying get Nitro, you'll have a higher quality. There's no reason that they're going to have to watch the documentary in 1080p. Rich's content is not fucking high quality. It looks like peach fuzz, okay? You don't need that. Plus, on top of that, I'm going to be like screen capturing things out of Discord and putting it into my OBS. So it's not going to be full HD anyway. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying now. Gotcha. Oh, this stupid cold. Really killing me. All right. So, Kino Casino went really well yesterday. Loved being a guest on the show. Overall, seems like feedback is very positive. I'm happy. Thank you guys who are here today to hang out with me on my stream from the casino. If you're here and you can't talk, I'm sorry. I have 24-hour sub mode. Please subscribe to the channel. Then you'll be able to talk. And you are very welcome. I have an open door. Anyone's welcome on my content. Just please abide by the rules, which is very simple. Be respectful. Please don't specifically be bringing up my detractors in chat. We don't need to be talking about those losers and giving them attention. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty easy stream. Easy going. Okay? And as for this React, I'll talk to the guys at Kino Casino about it over the week. We'll try to hash out not only the details of when we're going to do it, but how we're going to do it. And I'll have more information for you soon, and I'm sure they'll relay it to their audience as well. 2 thumbs up, okay? So, what can you expect from me and my content in the next week? Right now, we're going to do a PC stream. And it's up to you guys what I do, whether I play Street Fighter, whether we go into the Xbox app and explore games, if you want to see me install and try a few games, if you want to see me do some stuff on Steam of games I already have and stuff, totally up to you. We'll see what you guys want to do. I'll talk with you. We'll do an interactive stream. We'll hang out. This will be a fun session of me exploring PC gaming. Okay? Tonight on the late stream, it's the return of Stardew Valley at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. This is a very laid-back, chill stream where I talk and hang out with my audience, and I play this farming sim game at the same time. We've been doing it for like almost 30 hours now. The crazy thing about this game, there's an insane amount of content in it. Insane. It's wild how much content is in this game. So there's always something new to do. And I'm excited for it because I love chilling with my audience while we play it. So that's tonight's late stream. Tomorrow, I am going to break it up and for one stream not play on my PC. I'm actually going to go to the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition game on Switch. I've played this twice already. It's really fun. It's a speedrun game where you're doing all these classic NES games and you're doing speedrun challenges. I basically challenge myself to try to get an S rank in all these. And it's fun. But it's also rage-inducing. And that's obviously part of the fun of watching me do it is when I lose a million times and I'm raging at it, right? So we're going to do that tomorrow on the daytime stream, the early stream like this one right now. And then tomorrow night on my late shift, it's going to be Street Fighter 6. And we'll decide who I'm going to use. Out of the 4 characters, you know, who do you want to see me play more with right away? We'll figure that out, all right? I'm off from streaming on Friday. This weekend will be a balance between Street Fighter 6, Stardew Valley, my React content on Sunday, this Review Tech USA documentary, which I'm going to do a live react to with Kino Casino, amongst other things that we'll be doing on my PC, okay? Okay. Again, apologies. This stupid cold is pissing me off. All right. So, ladies and gents, it is time for my favorite segment. Personally. It's time for your favorite segment because, ladies and gentlemen, it is time here on the show for a little segment I like to call DSP News. And today, we've got a doozy of a story, all right? Now, as you guys know, all right, over the years, I have been very, very critical of where gaming has gone, particularly how video games are now marketed, because it's not just about putting out an ad or something. Now it's this viral marketing where game developers are purposefully giving early copies of games out to specific content creators. They get the game early, they get exclusive access, they get to stream it early, make content early, and then they get giant views. They get tons of money from their audience, all because they seem to be the selected special golden few streamers who get this access. Okay? Now, you can argue, well, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Because they're not enforcing any kind of a policy where they're saying, hey, just because those content creators got the game, they have to kiss the game's butt. Right? There's no contract where that content creator has to say the game's good. They could be honest. They could criticize the game, right? Except there's actually been distinct cases where this isn't the case. There's been outright times when content creators have gotten a game early and are told you're under a review embargo. You cannot say anything critical about the game because the reviews aren't allowed until 3 days before the game actually comes out. Since it's 2 weeks early, all you can do is play the game. Yes, 100% that has happened a lot in the industry. So what's happened is you are now a paid advertisement. You are a shill. Even though you're not receiving monetary compensation from the game developer, you did receive compensation. You got the game early. That allowed you to make content, make money early. That's paid compensation. Therefore, any content you're making with that game where you're not allowed to be critical is advertisement. And if you don't portray that content as a paid advertisement, you're actually breaking the law. This has been a rampant thing that has been going on in the gaming industry over the last 5 or more years, where these companies who aren't so confident in their products are really pushing hard to get people to be positive about their games without outright telling them to be positive. And you know that when these agreements are happening, that people are going to lean towards the positive, okay? Just think of it this way. You meet someone for the first time, right? And they're a complete piece of shit to you. They talk shit about you, they insult you and your family, they treat you like dirt, they slap you in the face, they throw you to the curb. So what's your opinion going to be about that person or anything they're associated with moving forward? Fuck them, they're a piece of shit, I hate them, right? On the flip side of that, you meet a person and they're so nice. They shake your hand, they respect you, they even know who you are, they give you compliments, they give you intelligent conversation, they take you out to dinner. Now you're having a gourmet dinner with them, a lobster dinner, a steak dinner, right? They buy you booze, right? You're all boozed up. So now, when you have association with that person in the future, are you more likely to be positive or negative? Positive. They were nice to you. They treated you well, right? Now you might say, well, you don't have to. You could easily be wined and dined and then still be a dick to that person and say they're an asshole. You're right. But human nature, sadly, leans toward self-preservation and what's in your best interest. If something literally just benefited you in a big way, even if you don't have a conscious bias, you still have an unconscious bias that that's something good, and therefore you're going to treat it more positively than something else. It doesn't matter if a content creator outright has a contract that says they have to be kissing a game's butt or not. They likely are going to be more positive about a game they get early, they get exclusive access to, they make money on, than a game that they don't. It's just fucking common sense. It's not even disputable in any way, shape, or form. You cannot be unbiased when someone is literally gifting you shit. Okay? That being said, the story I'm about to cover today goes further than what I just said. All right? It's not, oh, the content creators got a game early. They did. But wait till you hear this story. Okay? Ubisoft buttered up YouTubers and influencers with full paid trips to Disneyland and boat tours to promote the upcoming Star Wars Outlaws game. Full paid trips to California, USA, plus boat tours. FYI, just alone, that's thousands of dollars. Okay? Thousands of dollars. All right? A daily tour in Disneyland, the guided tour, is $500 to $1,000 per person. That's just a ticket. That's not airfare. That's not hotel. That's not food. That's just a ticket for that. So they probably paid an insane amount of money for the advertisement budget for this game to do this, to schmooze these people. Okay? Now, the funny part about this is, of course, this story hit and people are being very critical of it. They're like, this is ridiculous. How could this happen? Well, guess what? Some of the people who actually were in it chimed up. Here's one. Her name is Mirandalorians. And she says, I went on this trip and I've been invited on trips for other games in the past. This is not a new thing. We have never ever been pressured to make reviews. Regardless, always take subjective opinions with a grain of salt. Form your own opinions before making purchases. Okay. So what I will do is, I will know, because you just publicly admitted that you've not only done it this time, but other times too, that literally every single one of your reviews is a paid advertisement, and I won't ever watch your content. Mirandalorians. Oops. You probably shouldn't have publicly admitted that on the internet, because now we all know that you're a paid shill. Even if you don't have a contract to be a paid shill, if you accepted this level of bribery, you are a paid shill. And no one can trust you or your content ever again. Do you understand that? Here's another one. From I Am Rob TV. This just simply isn't true. I went on this trip. Developers and publishers flying creators out to preview a game is a common practice. It's not buttering up. We were all very honest with our feedback, and there was zero pressure from anyone involved with this event to give Star Wars Outlaws a positive review. I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this for a second. Ubisoft paid likely tens of thousands of dollars a person to have these people go on a paid vacation and get early access to Star Wars Outlaws, but there's no commitment to be positive about the game. What the fuck do you think they paid for your trip for? You incredible moron. Do you think they just like you? And they said, hey, we'll just randomly pick some influencers and just treat them for no reason. We don't need anything out of this at all. Are you a fucking moron? You stupid, degenerate idiot. No, they didn't fly you out there out of the kindness of your own fucking hearts. They want you to say the game is good. Now, if you don't say it's good, I guess kudos to you. But again, you accepted the trip. You went on the trip. You're literally publicly admitting again that you have done this before. You're saying your content is all a paid advertisement. You understand? And the thing is, you see how these people are reacting to it? Oh, but this isn't a big deal. This is misrepresented because this is normalized. This is normalized across the industry. Wait, what? So you're telling me that everyone who's getting these games early is being treated like this? That everyone is getting insane amounts of free paid trips, merch, shit like this, and then they're reviewing the products after the fact? How the fuck can we trust any of these people ever? How could you ever say that's a genuine review when you know there is an innate installed bias to say something good because you benefited from it? And here's the other thing. Even if, let's say these people don't like Star Wars Outlaws, right? If they don't get so harsh on it, the chances are Ubisoft will appreciate that and say, thanks for helping us out. Now you're going to be privy to all that same shit on our next big release. We'll fly out again. We'll do that. So you're going to have installed bias that you want to say good things, or at least omit bad things from your reviews because you want the freebies. The moment you accept the freebies, you are a fucking fake. So Mirandalorians and Rob TV and whoever the else fucking accepted these paid trips, you're fucking sellout fake shills. Deal with it. All right? You should not, in my opinion, be trusting these people. Why would you ever watch their content? You know that they're literally living a lavish lifestyle, getting free shit from every game publisher so that they will say positive things about games. Fuck those people. You don't need them. You don't need their opinions that actually are advertisements. In fact, no exaggeration, every single piece of content that these two people make about Star Wars Outlaws literally should have a disclaimer under it saying, this is a paid advertisement because I received an insanely expensive, all expenses paid, free trip to Disneyland so that I could fucking play the game. It should say that right on the fucking video every time they make a video about the game. Years ago, I was on a vacation with my wife. The one that we ever did it was we went to Seattle. Okay? Before I left, I was going to play State of Decay 2 later that week on a Friday. I was going to actually buy the game and play it. I wasn't going to get a free copy early. I was going to buy the game and play it. Okay? As I was like out the door leaving for this vacation in Seattle, a few of my viewers told me, are you aware that there's content creators right now on Twitch playing this game? And I said, well, here's the deal. I get it. I get the grift. I get the way it works. They got the bag, right? These people got the game early. But understand, the content they make with the game is going to be advertisement. It has to be. Therefore, if you want an unbiased opinion on the game, wait for me to come back on Friday. I'll play the game, and I'll let you know my honest opinion. All right? My detractors took that tweet and made it an echo chamber. All of a sudden, every paid fucking shill who was playing State of Decay 2 early started quote tweeting and insulting me. Big YouTubers. I think one of them was that Golden Gloves TV guy. And he's like, oh, you're just a salty old man who can't get the sponsorships and you just don't get how it works. No, I get how it works, you fucking ingrate piece of shit. I get how it works. You're a shill. You're a fake. You're only rich because you took the bag. You make fake content. You shill constantly. That's why you're rich. I get it. I don't want to be like you. I never want to be like you. I'm my own dude. That's why I'm here 16 years fucking later. That's why I'll be here for 16 more fucking years. Because people respect someone who actually tells it like it is. Not, oh, everything I do is an overproduced fucking paid for sponsorship video. What the fuck? Now, at the time, I bit my tongue. Because I was going on vacation. And I was like, I don't want a big hotbed of drama to happen. But you know what? I'm getting older now. I don't give a fuck anymore. When these idiots fucking do shit like this, you're done. I'm gonna fucking roast your ass. I'm gonna put your balls over the fucking coals, all right? Anyone who takes paid trips from a game company, you're a paid shill. You're a fake. Your content's fake. No one should be watching your bullshit because you're just a fucking greedy money grubber. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care how big or small you are. You're a fucking scumbag. All right? Tough shit. You know? Go ahead. Oh, you know what's going to happen again? I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't. I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I'm never going to get a sponsorship. I'm never going to get a partnership. I don't want one. All right? I like me being me. You understand? I just want to do my own content for my own viewers. Do you understand? And I've had enough. I've had enough of this industry. It's been normalized to be dishonest. Literally. Well, I don't understand why this is a big deal because this is the industry standard. Yeah, the industry standard is to be a dishonest person. That's fucked up. You understand? You cannot be honest if you have innate installed bias because someone just lavishly rewarded you. You can't do a fair review, period. So any content you make is an advertisement. Either you admit that or shut the fuck up and just continue to make your shill shit. All right? But the rest of us are onto it now. All right? Well, that's why this is exploding on the internet, this story. This is why people are excited to say, wait a minute, call them out. And then the content creators are like, wait, what? Why are we being called out? Because you're a fucking fake and now people are calling people out for their bullshit. I've been doing this for 10 years. The thing is, I'm just a little rinky-dink small guy, so no one listens to me, right? But now, finally, these things are finally being exposed. It's about fucking time, you know? So, yeah, I do think that these things should not happen. But I'm not the one who makes the industry. I'm not the game developers. I'm not the one who pays for this shit, right? Okay, one final quick story, and then we're going to do shout-outs, because we have a ridiculous amount of shout-outs to do this morning, and thank you all for that. Nintendo of America announced if you buy the upcoming Super Mario Party Jamboree game, it's going to come with 3 free months of Switch Online. Reason being, I think they realized a lot of people don't have Switch Online. And this game, you know, the Mario Party game, is supposed to be primarily you play Mario Party online with other people now. You know, couch co-op has kind of died. It sucks because I think the days of couch co-op were amazing. I thought that they were some of the best times and experiences I ever had in gaming. I mean, that's what I'm doing retro reacts on over on my DSP throwback channel when I used to do like Mario and Sonic at the Olympics couch co-op. It's amazing stuff. But now everything's online. So they're going to give 3 months for free. I'm glad that they are. That's a nice way to at least get a taste of the game without having to pay for Nintendo Online. Because what if you buy Mario Party Jamboree, and you think it's all right, but you play it for a month and you're done. But now you paid for the Nintendo Online service for a year. Shit, now I'm stuck with it. So it's nice that they're giving you the trial. I certainly think that's the way to go about it. So I will give a thumbs up to Nintendo for today for doing the right thing with their upcoming release. Okay. So, now if I can... No, that wasn't it. That certainly wasn't it. There we go. I misclicked. Okay. All right, guys. This is going to be a long one. We got a hell of a lot of shout-outs to get through. Thank you to everyone who contributed. It's time for you to get your time in the sun here. All right. So we start off... Oh, my God. We start off this morning... Holy shit. We start off this morning with Brucey T. $5 super chat for 15 years of entertainment. Thank you to Brucey. Stay hydrated. A $20 super chat. Wanted to send some support after being entertained by the Kino stream. It was nice to see you with a group of lads where the atmosphere was positive and wholesome. Wishing you and your family well. Thank you very much. Brucey T again with another super chat. You leveled up way beyond level 1 on the casino, Phil. More Street Fighter for sure. Now, here's the thing. This is like a meme now. As you know, a couple years ago, it was Keemstar who publicly insulted me on his Twitter, saying I'll be stuck forever at level 1. So then I made the level 1 podcast to say, fuck you. I like being on level 1. I guess I'll just use that, and now you can go fuck yourself, right? So every time that he turns on and it says level 1 podcast above my head, it's a fucking jab at him. So people are now saying, well, dude, no. Things have changed this year. Things are going so positively now for you. You're back. You know, people are actually paying attention to you again in a positive light. That podcast appearance last night was amazing. You're now on level 2. Fair enough. Maybe I'm on level 3. Maybe I'm level 10. I don't care, though. I like being a normal guy on level 1. That's why I haven't sold out in the last 16 years. Because then I can sit here and I can say what I just said about this bullshit in the industry, and I can expose it, and I don't have to be worried about, oh no, now my sponsor's going to drop me. Oh no, now that opportunity where I was going to be flown out is gone. I don't care. I can be honest with my audience because I don't care about being rich and famous and affluent. I'm not a greedy motherfucker like these people. You understand? So I can say these things. Thank you for allowing me to say these things. But I will stay on level 1 like everyone else on this planet who's a normal person who doesn't have aspirations to be some kind of a fucking god online because we don't have ego complexes. Okay? Cool. Hellion with a super chat says Kino Casino was a lot of fun and also Minecraft with RTX. Yeah, I could play Minecraft again on PC, which I haven't done in a zillion years. I wonder how it would run on here. Something to think about. Mr. Arcadia became a member this morning. Thank you for the membership, Mr. Arcadia. Martin Bass with the super chat says, here are my taxes, king. Oh, no, 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 no. The king, this king, does not charge taxes. The king accepts welcomed support and donations for ongoing success. When you support my content, it means I can keep making said content. I very much am grassroots. I don't have the sponsorships, the partnerships, the paid trips, the free early games. This direct support is what keeps me going. This is not a tax. This is you saying, I like what you're doing. Please continue. Okay? That's right. Tax-free content. Bubs812, thank you for becoming a member this morning. Bubs. Denton Akoma. I don't know if this is supposed to be a take on Renton Akuma or something. Did a super chat says, congrats on the huge support last night. Huge support last night. I guess you mean the positivity that the chat had on the show. Great show with those wacky casino guys. Almost 10K people were watching across different streams. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that they directly had like 5,000 viewers. But then if you add in all the shitbag restreamers, there's probably over 10,000 people watching it live at once. Why? I have no fucking clue. Just like right now, I currently have 615 live viewers. But how much do you want to bet if you add in all the shitbag restreamers? I probably got a few thousand, right? Thorax the Plumber did a super chat, says, what's up, Phil? This morning I got all 4 of my wisdom teeth removed. Oh, I have heard that is incredibly sore and painful after the fact. I hope that you're all right. He says, I was high as a kite. I still can't feel my jaw. Oh, wait. You're still on Novocaine. Oh, I've heard very bad things. Prepare yourself for pain. I hope that you have things to help negate it, because that's probably going to be dicey pretty soon. I wish you the best. Brucey T with another super chat. More E Honda dominance. Loof, oi. We'll see. Big Boss with the super chat. The Kino Casino appearance last night was great, King. There was no fake drama. There was no ambush interview. The casino host exposed the side-scrollers as amateur hacks. You know, we didn't finish the conversation. We started talking about side-scrollers. We didn't get to finish it. It'd be nice to actually have a full conversation with someone about that at some point, maybe on a future appearance. Dick Jones with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Dick. He says, great appearance on Kino. Hope to see you and Jim on the casino in the future. I don't know who Jim is, but okay. Thanks for the super chat. Monty Mole, 13 months as a member here on the channel, longtime supporter, says you seem genuinely to enjoy yourself last night. Of course. Dude, all I want is to be treated like a normal human, like everybody else. Everyone else seems to get that, I don't even know what you call it, that respect, right? That level of just, oh, I'm a normal dude. Because I am a normal dude. I'm not any better than anyone. I'm not way worse than anyone. I'm just a normal guy like everybody else. I've got flaws, but I've got positive stuff to offer too. And they treated me like that, fairly, and I appreciate that. Brucey T, another super chat. Thank you, Brucey. He says, people want to root for you, and you showed them why on the casino last night. Did you know? Did you know? When I started on YouTube, I was the ultimate underdog. I had no production values whatsoever. I had no financial backing. I had no partnership. I didn't have any collabs or friends in the industry. Literally, I was just a dude making videos in his living room, okay, with a camera. Not even a direct capture, just a camera. And so when I blew up on YouTube, the popularity I had back in the day, it was the most unlikely thing that would ever happen. It was like a one-in-a-lifetime chance that I would get popular on YouTube. And then when I got laid off from my office job of 5 years in 2010, people were rooting for me. They were like, dude, we see us in you. That to any person who busts their butt at a job, you could lose it at any moment. We want you to succeed. At that time, I was the underdog, and they came and supported me, and that's why I got my start on YouTube, right? I kind of feel like right now, this moment in time right now is kind of that second, I don't know what you call it, the second wind, the second coming. Well, I'm not Jesus Christ, but I kind of feel like I'm in the same position. I literally have just been beaten down for the last decade by a bunch of shitbag cum rags on the internet. And now I feel like finally I'm getting a little bit of respect, and it feels good to actually be treated like a normal human. All right. And I appreciate that very, very much. So thank you. Continuing on. Not Miku with a super chat, $20 super chat. Thank you, Not Miku. Says, hey, Phil, I really enjoyed you on Kino Casino last night. I really hope you'll go back on. I have a question I could not ask. Do you have a favorite Pokemon, and what is it if you do? Magikarp, because it evolves into the Gyarados, and that's a staple Pokemon that I've pretty much used in every single game that I've played. The only exception was the one where he was flying in the air, and you had to catch him, and I couldn't do that. But there you go. Kabali, or just Cabal between two eyes, did a super chat and says, you did good last night. Just being normal and balanced was able to show how shameful a lot of the degenerates are online. I would suggest watching some Metoker. Is it Metoker or Metoker? Is it Metoker? I don't know how to say his name before collabing with it. I'm probably not going to do that. I would much rather just go into it cold like I did last night and, you know, just kind of see face value rather than trying to get like this freaking crazy free education thing. Rather just take it fair for a first time interaction, correct? Brucey with another super chat. Brucey, you're crazy today. Thank you. Bro, you've been around filming the screen before capture cards even showed gameplay. You're an OG. You're still standing after many have gone away. Heads up. Thank you. Or head up. Thank you. Yuck Almighty. 36 months as a supporter. Says 2025 is going to be the year of DSP's redemption. Let's go. See, here's the thing. I don't need redemption. There's nothing to redeem. What have I done? I'm not one of these other people who are doing heinous fucking things on stream. I literally make fine content, wholesome, fair, meaningful content every day. What redemption do I mean? I don't need the redemption. I need the shitbags who have been defaming me for the last decade to finally be put into the public spotlight, to see that the shit that they say is ridiculous bullshit that no one should care about, and that you shouldn't treat me like Satan when everyone else around me has been way worse than me. Somehow I'm the villain? Are you fucking insane? How about stop jumping on the meme, think for yourself, stop being a fucking sheep, and for one moment in your life say, oh, maybe I'll check it out. Oh, I watched your stream and it was actually pretty good. Yeah, that's what happens when you use your fucking brain for 5 seconds, right? Okay. Let's see here. Daniel G with the super chat. And Daniel G says, you were great on Kino Casino. I love the idea of you and them going over the review tech doc. And it will happen. We just don't know when. Okay? Cypress TV, thank you for your membership this morning. Farting a super chat out this morning says, congrats on the positivity lately. New PC, and you did great on Kino Casino. Yeah, things are going good, man. Chronically Online with the super chat. I sent you an email. In the meantime, I hope that this helps. Be well. I'll be seeing you at the casino. Oh, good seeing you on the casino. Thanks. Listen, today, I'm probably going to get 1,000 emails. If I don't respond to an email you sent me, please don't take offense. I swear to you, I try to read them all, but it's very hard for me to have that active one-to-one with people when I have this many people contacting me at once, okay? Thorax the Plumber. We haven't gotten to tips yet. We literally haven't gotten to tips yet, okay? Thorax the Plumber with a $10 super chat saying the doc gave me a Vicodin prescription and 600 milligrams prescription of ibuprofen. I think I'll be prepared for the pain. I have a very high pain tolerance as well. Again, I sincerely wish you the best. I've heard the worst out of that. Hopefully you come out of it without being destroyed in pain. Brendan with a $10 super chat says, I just want to say excellent job on the stream last night. I've been around since Arkham Asylum. It's awesome to finally see some people give you the respect you deserve. We'll always support you. Thank you, Brendan. And then Bloomkid did a super chat and says, can I submit horror stuff for the React show? Depends on what you mean. if it's flagged on YouTube as adult content because of like extreme gore, we can't watch that on the show. They'll actually shut my stream down. Okay? If it's just horror themed content, yes, absolutely. We just need to be sure that it's something that can be publicly viewed and restreamed. Okay? All right. So, Bloomkit, the latest super chatter. Now I'm going to get the tips, but if more super chats come in, I will update the leaderboard, but Bloomkit just happened to be the latest super chatter, so let's get him up on the leaderboard here. All right, tips. Holy moly. Whew. Okay, we start today. For the record, all right, overnight, I did receive a $5 tip from someone who basically said, hey, good job last night on the show. So I'm going to add that to today's running total because I want to be transparent. By the way, if ever someone did tip and said, don't shout it out, don't count it, I will do that. In fact, I'll outright say this. Someone actually did that last night too. There was another tip, and it wasn't, it wasn't like thousands of dollars or anything. It was a normal tip, and they're like, good job on the show, but I don't want to shout out. I don't want anyone to know. Fine. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the support. So our first tip from the stream today is a $50 tip from Oxmere. And he said, you did it right, because Oxmere says, I'm not sure how to get my name in here. You type it in your message. You did it right. If anyone tips me today and you want to get your name shouted out, just put your name in the message, okay? So Oxmere says, great appearance at the casino last night. There was really fun vibes. Thank you, Oxmere. I completely agree with you. I had a great time. Oops. Oh, I can't type. There you go. That's how he spells his name. Okay. So, by the way, let's just get rid of this. I'm going to say that now. Let's just get rid of that. We're not going to need it. Okay. I received a $50 tip from Stay Hydrated. And he says, I hope you reach your tips goal, brother. Thank you, Stay Hydrated, for a $50 tip. Let me go ahead and play the animation and add that to the running total. Could you watch the first episode of Neko Sugar Girls on YouTube, a 5-minute long MS Paint meme series? It'd be personally funny for me to see you react to it. If not, no worries, King. I have a react show every Sunday that I do. Same time I'm doing this podcast right after, I go over to my channel, DSP React. The members on that channel submit clips, and I watch them. If you become an ultra member on the DSP Reacts channel, I watch your clip once a week. You get 4 clips I watch in a month, okay? I strongly recommend it. It's a great opportunity to get me to watch clips you want me to be, to be exposed to. It's a great show, tons of variety. So please check out the Reacts channel, and maybe we'll watch that on Sunday if you become a member, okay? Cool. Thank you for the tip. I received a $1.50 tip. That's just anonymous. Thank you for an anonymous $1.50 tip. Okay, let's continue. I received, a $100 tip. I don't see a name in the tip message. Again, if you want to be called out with a name, please put your name you want to be addressed by in your tip message. It says Phil, well, let me do the animation first. $100 tip. It's party time, right? So thank you for that. I don't know who this is, because again, there was no name. I'm going to say Anon for now. Shit. Bill, thanks for coming on Kino Casino. You're really funny and mature with a deadpan style and sharp remarks. I hope you consider talking to Medicare. You and him are about the same age and maturity. He's a legend. He would also be fair to you, man. Again, the problem I have with Medicare is, like, number one, I know he said really messed up stuff about me in the past. But at this point, if I didn't talk to anyone who said messed up stuff about me in the past, I would literally be talking to the fucking wall, my wife, and my cat. That's about it. I think every single other person out there has probably said some shit about me, right? But in the case of Medicare, The moment that I researched this guy, I pressed play on a video and he said the N-word like 5 times. And I'm like, dude, I can't be associated with someone who's going to say, oh, now Phil's, you know, with racist and shit like that. Here's the thing. If we're on a show, a common show together, if I'm on Kino Casino and he's on and we talk there, that's different than saying, oh, Phil decided to have an interview with this guy who, by the way, is a rampant racist and this and this. You understand the difference? Okay, continuing on. And by the way, thank you. $100 tip. Thank you so very much. I received another $100 tip. This one was from Waffins, who says, going on the casino is a major win. You put on a good show. Well, thank you, Waffins, for the $100 tip. I really appreciate you supporting the streams. I'm glad that you liked my appearance on the Kino Casino. Okay. I guess this is becoming a thing. If someone does a $100 tip, I dance. I never did that before, but I guess we're doing it now. Here you go. $100 tip, I dance on stream. Thank you, Waffits. Continuing on. I received a $3 tip. The Mandalorian. Oh, the Mirandalorian is one of the realest content creators I've seen. Her content is genuinely good. Okay, but do you understand the context of what I said this morning? She literally admitted on Twitter she regularly has been on trips and paid shill arrangements with companies. And then she reviewed the games that they offered her after the fact. So even if you think her content is good, that's fine. But you have to understand that it's paid advertisement. That's the point I'm making. You have to understand the difference between someone who has absolutely no vested interest in saying something positive versus someone who already received payment for positivity and now will have an installed bias to, even if not say positive things, to omit negative ones. You understand? Because the moment that they're then, oh, this game sucks, guess what? They don't get the next trip. They don't get the next free game. So I don't care if you think their content is great. That's not even the point I'm making. My point is, it's paid advertisement. They have to absolutely be called out and say, every piece of content you make about this game is now a paid advertisement because you accepted a lavish free trip to Disneyland in accordance with getting the game and playing it early. Okay. I'm not saying, and by the way, I'm going to say something right now that everyone should say. Even though this morning I was critical of certain people, you are absolutely not to go attack these fucking people. Absolutely not. Under no circumstance whatsoever should you go after these people who I read their tweets. That's fucked up. Do not do that. There's a difference between, okay, I just learned about the industry. Now I know how it works. Maybe I'll avoid people who I think are dishonest versus you now actively acting like a 4-year-old and going attacking them on the fucking internet. Don't do that. I don't support it. I actually don't. I do not condone it. I condemn it. If you do it, you have nothing to do with me. And I'll tell you right now, if I find out any of my fans went and attacked people who I mentioned because I was criticizing them in a news story, I'm going to fucking disown you, and I want nothing to do with you. You won't be welcome back. So either act like a fucking adult or get the fuck out. I don't want people going and being toxic shit to other people because I talked about them in a story today. That's the kind of shit that happens to me every day, and that shit's not fair. So get the fuck out if you're a little immature bitch, okay? All right. Let's continue. I received a $1 tip. It's a troll. This is hilarious. Duty Streams exposed you. He says you bought your computer instead of it being gifted. Wrong. Number one, I didn't buy it. Number two, if I did, it wouldn't matter. What the fuck? You have no point. You literally watch someone whose name is Duty Streams. You incredible moron. You literally are watching content categorized as feces. And you're going to come at me with a $1 tip and think I care about what the fuck you have to say? No, I'm going to flush now. Flush. Goodbye. Next tip. I received a $25 tip. I never realized what an absolute king you are. Love you on Kino Casino. Here's to your bright future. Thank you very, very much for that. Really appreciate that. No name on that one, though. Nope. Okay. So that would be... I think we're at 334 now. Cool. Continuing on. I received a $5 tip from Chocoboco. I'm usually against tipping streamers because it usually feels like... Hold on, I want to play the animation. Because it usually feels like streamers are demanding for it in exchange to interact with them or at least do a bare minimum. But in your case, I don't feel forced. You know, you're already putting on... it doesn't feel forced because you're already putting on a show. It feels like this is a welcoming community. You're the man, Phil. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. There are absolutely streamers who, like, it's this weird parasocial relationship. I'm going to support the streamer today, so they'll say my name and write my name on their arm or do some weird fucking thing, right? Guys, I'm just a normal dude here putting out content that I think you'll enjoy, that I think is meaningful, that I think will benefit you in some way, whether you enjoy the content and you laugh, whether you learn something today from the topics we discussed, whether you learn something about the games I'm playing today, whatever it may be, right? This is not a parasocial relationship where you can be my best friend because you sent me a $20 tip. That's not the point, nor will it ever be. I don't portray myself like that, right? While all the other streamers were taking their clothes off for support, I'm putting clothes on. I'm covering up. I'm becoming more conservative the more you support me. So thank you for that. There you go. Dan the Man has tipped $5. Thank you to Dan the Man for a $5 tip. Oops. Okay. Back to the YouTube side of things. Let's see here. Ray did a super chat, but he's asking me about the civil war going on in the UK. I don't know anything about it. I'm not a political guy. Sorry, I really don't have anything to add on that topic. And I'm certainly not going to talk about something that I'm not informed on and make an ass of myself. Thank you for the super chat, though. Brendan, with a $10 super chat, I want to say excellent job on the stream last night. I've been around since Arkham Asylum. It's awesome to finally see people give you the respect you deserve. We'll always support you. I think I already read that one out, didn't I? I did. I already read that one out. My bad. I already read out Bloom Kits, so he's there. Okay, so the next one is from Jack. Jack with a humongous $50 tip. Excuse me. $50 super chat. My bad. We're on the YouTube side of things again. It's a $50 super chat. Jack says the following. Phil, I've been watching since 2010 when I was a youngling. I sincerely thank you for all these years of content. I've actually watched Andy since back in 2016, Triple P since 2019, and Medicare since 2013. Medicare, whose name is Jim, and you would be genuinely amazing chemistry. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Jack. And No Go Hippo just did a $10 super chat. Says, Kino brought me here, and I hope your stream will be fun. Thank you, No Go Hippo. Wow. Thank you, guys. I think, finally, I may be caught up. With everything. If any more contributions come in, I will shout them out. Now, typically, on a stream, a normal stream, I don't get this level of support. I'm going to be transparent with all you guys. I rarely get this level of support. All right? So, obviously, this is a treat for me today. I sincerely thank everyone who's here and who just supported this stream. I really, really appreciate that. Typically, I would have tiered rewards. If I raise 50 bucks in tips on a stream, I put on a pair of Gunner glasses. To be fair, this actually helps me anyway because it blocks blue light and it makes gaming, you know, for extended periods of time a lot more like, you know, level anyway. You know, I probably should be wearing them, but it's just something that I do. It's like an initial thing that I do. Now, at $100 of tips raised, I typically do a poll where people will vote for a silly hat for me to wear during the stream. And I have a ridiculous amount of them. I have no clue what hats I should make eligible today because I don't even know what we're doing. Like, I don't know if we're going to be playing Street Fighter. I don't know if we're going to be downloading random games off the Xbox app. I'm not really sure. So it's kind of hard for me to figure out, like, what hat should I make eligible today? Let's do a poll in chat. Which hat is casino best? First of all, let's start with the traditional cowboy hat. This is the hat that I've worn the absolute longest over time. Okay, I actually got a cowboy hat when I was on a trip to Tennessee, Nashville, over like 13 years ago. And I wear it from time to time in my content, so cowboy hat will be in there. Let's do the Los Santos cap. This is the baseball cap that you got for buying the collector's edition of GTA 5 back when it came out in, what was it, like 2012, 2013? It's kind of neat, and I haven't worn it in a while either. What else would stand out today? The red fedora definitely would. No, not the bison hat. I wore the bison hat yesterday. I have an M bison hat for Street Fighter, but I just wore that yesterday. And what should the last one be? Sadly, I don't have a good crown, but guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? Someone actually purchased a crown for me, and they said it's coming probably tomorrow. So as of tomorrow, I may have a crown to wear on streams, which obviously would be awesome, right? So we'll see if it actually arrives tomorrow or not. It might. And if I do, then I'll actually have a real crown to wear on streams, okay? As a hat. So, but anyway, all right, one more hat. Shoot. Hold on. Okay. I have a straw hat. We'll do that. The straw. So a cowboy hat, a Los Santos cap, a red fedora, or a straw hat. So you guys in chat vote. And that'll run for a few minutes. And whatever wins, I'll be wearing for the stream. Okay? And also, I actually have a tier 3 reward, which would be like $150 in tips, which again, I like almost never hit that goal. And for that, I wear like a vest. So once we get the hat sorted out, then we can decide what else you would like to see me do today, if you want to do a vest or not. What's going on, Jade? How are you today? Good to see you in chat. Mr. Game Master did a $2 super chat. Says, hi, DSP. I need your input. Is Final Fantasy 13 a fun game? That's a tough question. All right. I feel like the combat mechanics of Final Fantasy 13, when you get into them, are actually quite fun once you get into it. But it doesn't feel like any other Final Fantasy game. It really innovated, but it changed how the game was played from previous Final Fantasies. The graphics for the time are great. The music of the game is great. But the overall arcing story is dog shit. The story of Final Fantasy 13 is not good. And sadly, a lot of the characters are very cringe. So the two things that you should be getting into with the RPG, the story and the characters, are actually the two weakest parts of the game in my opinion. But I do think that the game stood out for a reason at the time. So let that be your judge if what you like or don't like, okay? By the way, I just noticed something. So on my PC, my graphics card's fans don't always turn on. It looks like they're off right now, but earlier they were on. So I guess with this level of PC, they only turn on when they're needed. I don't know. I mean, this is a super high-end graphics card, right? What is it, a GeForce 4070 Ti Super or something like that? Because I'm looking at it right now and the fans are off, but I'm not using the PC. It's just sitting here idle. I guess when I start doing stuff on it, probably they would turn on, the fans would turn on, right? They turn on when you're usually active doing something. Cool. See, again, dude, guys, I have not had a gaming PC in so long. I don't even know anything about it anymore. So that's cool. So it actively turns on and off when you need it. That's kind of neat. There's a minimum temperature when they'll automatically turn on. That's cool. This thing's a beast. Today I have it orange to match my background. And I have it in a mode, it's called neon mode. But what it does, it blinks in certain ways. It makes it look like a robot. It totally makes it look like the inside of like an old 1950s robot with blinking lights and sensors and shit. It looks really cool. I love this look to it. Okay. I have more to shout out. Oh my goodness, guys. You guys are crazy today. Thank you again. Thank you all so very much for this level of support. It is greatly appreciated. Okay. I received a $1 tip from They Call Me T-Mac. Would you consider playing Dead Island 2 or is it completely out of the question? I mean, does anyone want to see me play Dead Island 2? You know what I mean? Like, maybe if it were free on Game Pass and I could download it and see how it runs on my PC, but I'm not really interested in playing it at length. Everyone says it plays just like Dead Island 1. It's basically the same game again with better graphics and a few refinements, but it's the same kind of run around, chop up zombies, loot a million times formula, and it's just not an innovative or great game or anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's not out of the question. Just I don't know who would want me to play it. By the way, Jade is asking me in chat, will we play Street Fighter today? I don't know, Jade. It's really up to what the viewers want. As you can see, we have a lot of viewers here today, and I'm curious what they want. Do you guys want to see me like pull some games off Game Pass or the Xbox app under, I have Game Pass Ultimate, and see how they run on my new gaming PC just as like a test? Do you want to see me play some games on Steam? Do you want to see me play more Street Fighter 6, which I did really good on yesterday? Like, it's totally up to you guys. I don't know what you guys want. I received a $16 tip. 16. From Scrubby Victor. I'm delighted that you're able to join us PC players at long last. Just try not to let Steam's regular 3 p.m. Tuesday maintenance muck up the experience. Yeah, so yesterday, here I am, on stream playing Street Fighter 6. Now, I'm totally new to the PC gaming experience because I haven't done it in so long. I'm playing Street Fighter 6, and it's like time to start playing with Blanca. Oh, okay, let me try Blanca's placement matches. And I go to do it, and it says, server error, can't connect. I said, what just happened? I said, did Street Fighter servers, go down? Did I get banned or something? And everyone's like, no, this happens once a week, Tuesday afternoon. Steam goes down for like half an hour. I was like, oh, it just so happens my very first day ever of PC gaming happens to be when Steam's down. Of course, because that's my luck. Like, literally, that would happen. Like, that would coincide perfectly for me. That's the kind of luck that I have. Luckily, it did go back up, and I did get to play with Blanca, just not a lot. I only got to play with him for, like, maybe 30 minutes, so I didn't get to play enough, but what are you going to do, right? So, Mateo says, please do Street Fighter. Iron Man says, well, I would like some Game Pass games. Counter-Strike 1.6, the original Counter-Strike, really? That's an oldie. Excuse me. Thank you. Derek says, I was fantastic on the Kino Casino last night. We're finally calming down. If any more contributions come in, I will shout them out. But since we're calming down, I'll talk with you guys in chat for a little bit. Until then, I'll end the podcast, and then we'll determine what we want to do next. Excuse me. Battleduck says, I'd like to see you try some random games off Game Pass that you'd otherwise never check out. Moxtra says, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing a one-time stream for certain games. In a way, I think it'd be special. Excuse me. Rainbow Six Siege. I think I have that. I think I have the rights to it. But they were, they were Xbox rights. Oh, yeah. I don't own it on PC, I don't think. Shoot. What's my opinion from buying on Green Man Gaming? That's how I got Street Fighter. I bought the Street Fighter Deluxe Edition and Season 2 Pass Ultimate on Green Man Gaming. And that's how I'm playing it now, and it seemed fine. I just went right in there, put in my payment, boop, I was done, and they sent me the code instantly. The code is on the site. They don't email it to you or nothing. You get it right there on your screen. Instantly, you get the code to redeem, and you can even link your Steam account and redeem it through Green Man Gaming. You don't even have to do anything. It's there. So, it was a seamless process for me. I got no complaints. It was great. Excuse me. So more Tarian B says, I will donate a game. So I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know how this works. When it comes to PC gaming, I guess some people are saying if you're on Steam, the only way to get a game gifted, you have to be friends. I'm going to be warning you guys. I can't put anyone on my friends list. All right. Already that friends list on Steam is bloated from like 15 years ago, and I never touched it. If I put someone on my friends list, now I'm opening up a can of worms where people are going to try to message me and shit. I can't really do that. I know for a fact, if you buy a game and you just get the code and you send me the Steam code, I could just manually enter it. So that's one way, if you were interested in donating games, that I could accept. I guess also, there's another thing called GOG.com. Now, I've never used it before. And someone told me, basically, if you make an account, I don't have an account there yet. But if I make an account, all I got to do is, like, give people my email, and then they can send games, and it like linked to the account or something like that. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works. But here's the thing. Please don't just send me games without me saying okay. Here's why. What if I don't want you guys spending money on something I'm never gonna play, right? Even if it may be your favorite game, there may be a chance I'm never gonna play it. And I don't want people not buying me 100 games because they're very excited. You know, there's a lot of excitement around me now being a PC gamer. I'm there with you. All right. But I don't want people to go crazy and overspend on something that I may not use. And now it feels like a waste. I don't want to do that to my viewers. Okay. So please run it by me. How can you run it by me? You can ask me in the chat live, or you can email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. Just be sure if you do, don't put links in your email because it'll get flagged for spam. I'll review those and see if there's anything there that I'd be interested in accepting. Okay? But again, please, I know some people will be like, oh, he's got a PC. Let's see him play Baldur's Gate 3 again. Here's the game. I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3 again, especially not right now. Okay? So, so please don't just send me stuff. Okay. I received a $2 tip from an anonymous tipper. I hope someone buys you a VR headset. There are so many crazy VR games on PC, way more than PS4 or 5. Now, here's something else I want to say. Please do not buy me a VR headset. Maybe someday down the line, this is something we'll explore. Please do not buy and send me a VR headset. I don't want to do that right now. I'm not going to use it right now. If you buy it, it's going to be a waste. All right? Maybe sometime in the future, but please, I don't want 3 different VR headsets showing up at my house this week. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? Okay. Brucey did a super chat. Let's get Brucey up here because he's the latest super chatter. Whoops. Brucey says Street Fighter 6 like old school DSP Street Fighter. Again, I'd be down for that. We played it all day yesterday, but I had such a great time. I'm craving more Street Fighter. I would be open to playing more Street Fighter today and getting my characters up to higher rank if that's what you guys want. Maybe, you know what? You guys voted for Cowboy Hat. Let's end the poll. Cowboy Hat's winning in droves, so Cowboy Hat it is. Let me get the Cowboy Hat. Now, if I'm going to play Street Fighter today, I can't wear a vest. When I play Street Fighter, my body temperature goes up because the adrenaline starts pumping. Like, I legit start sweating when I play Street Fighter. I can't be wearing a vest doing that, okay? I'm just forewarning everyone. It would be very uncomfortable. I'm not going to do that. If we're going to do other stuff, then maybe I could wear a vest. It's up to you guys. Let's hold off on the vest right now. But what we should do is a poll to see what you guys want. Let's do a poll like Street Fighter 6 or Game Pass or Steam games, right? You want to do stuff like that? Let's do a poll. Okay. Where can you watch the Kino Casino interview? Right now, it is archived on their channel. I think it's called Kino Casino Gaming over on Kick. So you could watch the archive stream in its entirety. If you don't want to go to Kick later in the week, they will break that up into segments and put it on their Kino Casino Clips channel on YouTube. So you can subscribe to that channel and go check that out, and that'll show up later in the week. Okay. Okay. Continuing on. Jeremiah just did a super chat. Jeremiah TBJ. Thank you so much. He says, here's his 2010. I have great memories of the Heavy Rain and Monkey Island playthroughs. Anyway, always I check in and I'm happy to see that you are still here. Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Good to have you. Seriously, how many people can be like, so I have people who dip in today who are newcomers, who have never heard of me before. I have people who have their current fans. They've been here for years. Oh, by the way, I now have people coming back from 15 years ago. Not many people have been around as long as me, man. You know, I definitely have stood the test of time, in that regard, anyway. Hold on. Okay. Where did the super chat? Oh, shout out to Margaret. Margaret, thank you for a $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. Okay. Do you guys vote? And please vote on the poll. What interest do I have in strategy RTS games? Here's the thing, White Door. I actually like them. I used to play them. Warcraft, StarCraft, stuff like that. Age of Empires, actually. I played a few of those. Basically, when I stopped being a PC gamer to get heavily into competitive Street Fighter, I never played another one. The last one that I played was StarCraft 2, and that was in my early days as a YouTuber. Yes, it was on a PC. It was on TV. I mean, it didn't look good because I had a camera pointed at my TV. I was not doing direct capture. Yes, I was playing a high-end PC game on a modern gaming PC in like 2010, and instead of direct capture, I had a camera pointed at my television. Genius, right? So, of course, it looked bad, but basically, it didn't work. Like, with my audience, it just didn't work. People didn't like it. They were like, this is too slow-paced. It's boring. You know, it didn't catch on. Keep in mind, at the time, I was very, very notably known for playing high-profile AAA games and things like that. So people were always looking for that from me rather than, you know, a different genre that wasn't more PC-centric, you see? I don't know if it would work today. I don't know if people would enjoy that or not. The thing is, right now, to be very clear with everybody, I don't really have a keyboard and mouse setup. I actually have a keyboard and mouse in front of me right now that I can use to control this new PC, and look at me right now. My arms are this way, and my head is this way, right? That's my setup right now. Now, I'm not saying that I couldn't fix that. I'm not saying that maybe eventually either I could rotate this further this way, maybe I could buy a different, like, desk, like a mini desk here, that would point at the TV. Because right now I just have a folding table. I could probably get like a small mini desk. Not an expensive one, you know, but like a basic thing. I could just put right here and I could have mouse and keyboard and I could do that. But I don't want to start doing major changes to my setup and investments until we figure out exactly what we want to do. Maybe we would find an RTS game in the future that people would be excited to see me try out because I have this PC. And I'm not going to shut down that possibility. Saying it would definitely, we need to do some adjustments and steps to make it happen. It wouldn't just couldn't just happen overnight because of the way my setup worked. For FYI, for today, anything we do on PC, I'll be using an Xbox gamepad, which I'll be plugging into the front USB slot of this PC. That's how I'm gonna make it work. And in fact, oh wow, I can use my other new USB cable. Oh sweet, because I have a USB-C cable end to end. And the Xbox controller and the front of the PC have USB-C. So I could use that cable instead of the other. Because I was using the other cable, and that one is starting to have issues, I think. Mostly because my cat kept trying to chew it. So, probably use the other USB-C cable now, and that'll work. Okay, Hellion says, if you ever upgrade your setup, please think about your gaming PC and get a proper desk where you can put your PC on it so we can see it. Well, I know what you're saying is the thing's so fancy, right? You would like maybe to see it behind me. My setup right now is so different from everybody else's. Literally everyone else sits at a gaming desk with two monitors in front of them, and that's how they game. I am sitting in this chair with my laptop here, and my camera here. My PC is way over there streaming and broadcasting. My TV is way over here against the wall. And all my consoles are under it in the entertainment center, and the gaming PC is now sitting right next to it. All right? It is dramatically different than most people's setups, and likely always will be. But I like it because it feels open. I don't feel like I'm confined to the desk. Right? I don't like the idea of I'm playing a game, time to be confined to a desk like I'm an office worker today. For me, gaming is supposed to be relaxing, right? So, for example, just like here, I'll be sitting right here today with this controller, just relaxing with you guys playing games, checking out stuff on the PC. And I think that's infinitely better, and the way the games were designed to be explored and examined and enjoyed, rather than just like this, relaxing in this chair with the TV right there, rather than, oh, I'm going to play games today. Sitting here at that little confined desk, staring at two monitors in front of me like this. You know, I'm not making fun of anyone who does that. I just find this relaxing at the TV way more welcoming and way more comfortable. And that's how I want to experience games. So it's very, very different in that regard. And I don't know if I would ever want to change. Like, for example, people are like, are you going to buy a computer monitor now for your PC? I'm like, I got a TV. It's not even 2 years old. It's a higher mid-range Sony TV. It's got 120 hertz. It's got 4K. It's got all the fancy bells and whistle features. It even does 4K 60 frames. So why do I need a gaming monitor? Oh, well, you're not going to get the ultimate best response time. You're not going to get 144 hertz. And I'm like, do I really need that? If it means that I have to buy a monitor and I have to now change my setup and go be at my desk, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So, I don't think I want to do. As just we'll see. I don't think I want to do that. Ooh, Jasper. He jumped up. I just realized he's on me. What's up, Jasper boy? How you doing? How you doing, buddy? People are very happy with this new camera that I've had for about 2 weeks now. That you get to see how Jasper Kitty looks, because he used to always be blurry on camera because my camera sucked. But now you can actually see Jasper standing out and looking great on camera, right? It's pretty cool. See you later, Derek. Jade says, Jasper. Jade says hello. Jade says hello. He never talks on camera. I don't know why. He talks to me all day long in the house. He'll be walking down the hall, meow, meow. At night, I go to brush my teeth. He jumps on the counter, meow, meow, meow. He just talks like he's a human. Seriously, like he's having a conversation with me. And then he comes in here, and he completely clams up. He 100% clams up and won't talk. I don't know why. I would love for him to be talking to you guys, but he never does. Okay. I received a $3 tip. Hold on. Oh, he's not camera shy. He's just quiet in here. From Pepsi Man, who says, I enjoyed your appearance on the Kino Casino. Thank you, Pepsi Man, for a $3 tip. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear everyone liked the appearance. I literally haven't heard a single person be like, I didn't like it. And that's a good thing, right? Here's the difference, right? Sidescrollers was a disaster, and everyone's like, dude, that appearance is going to hurt you. It's going to hurt the community. It's going to hurt everybody. I just went on Kino Casino. Everyone's like, dude, this was like the best thing ever. It was great. It was positive. Everyone's having a good time. That's the vibe I wanted last year, and those guys fucked me. Now I get to have the positive vibe that I was seeking for my community, and I really appreciate that. Page 5 says, I'm legit happy for you. You're blowing up on Twitter. The amount of support that's coming out, it backs what you've been saying for ages. You have a lot of fans. I'm blowing up on Twitter. What am I blowing up on Twitter for? Oh, boy. See, whenever you say that, now I feel negative. Uh-oh, what's going on Twitter? I don't know about blowing up on Twitter. It doesn't sound good. That sounds bad. It sounds like something bad is happening, right? Am I relieved it went well? Let me put it this way. Relieved isn't the word. I'm happy to be respected, but honestly, that's the vibe I got off of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I purposefully went to their streams 2 times early before this appearance, and I was in their chat. And I watched their show, and I talked with them a couple times. And the vibes I got off of them were like, they're just a couple of guys hanging out, having fun. No, you know what I mean? Like, they weren't... you could tell someone's personality. And I read them right, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got that good vibe off of them. Oh, good. Battleduck says, Elon Musk is raving about me. He says he might have to ban you to avoid Twitter or X from crashing. There you go. Sounds good. See how good Jasper looks on camera? Look at this. Jasper Kitty, look over here, buddy. Jasper, look over here. Look up there. How cute he is. Cute kitty. Wait a minute. There's your bow. I thought his bow had gone to the front. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Really? Page 5 says it's great. You have heaps of people coming out in droves smashing those criticizing you. It's honestly been highlighted now how unhinged some of these people are. The mask is finally off. Cool. How Racula, you do realize that the guys from Kino Casino apologized to me. You understand that, right? They apologized to me for their behavior. They said, we don't really know you. We were just kind of wrecking you like we wreck everyone on our show. But now that we know you, we're sorry. They apologized to me for their behavior. Okay. I received a dollar tip. And they call me T-Mac. I found you way back in 2009. I was looking at Modern Warfare 2 videos because I was a wee lad that couldn't buy his own games. But now I'm 28 years old. Time flies. Wow. I know. I've been around for 16 years, and I hear this all the time now. I was a little kid when I first knew of you, and it's crazy you're still around. Yeah, I know, man. And you know what? Here's to many more years, because I'm not planning on going anywhere. I love what I do, and I know that moving forward, I could do even more. It's not, today it's about gaming, but in the future, it could definitely be about many other things, right? It doesn't always have to just be about gaming. And by the way, you want to know the cutest thing? Jasper loves the new PC. He keeps going up to it and rubbing his face on it. And I saw a smudge on the front of the PC. I said, oh no, I thought I cleaned it yesterday. It was a full cat paw print, just like this. And I said, I'm just going to leave that on there. I'm not going to clean it. I'm going to leave the paw print. It's cute. Oh, really? Fox Mulder says he bought the entire Sailor Moon DVD set off of Amazon. How long was Sailor Moon? Was it one of those shows that had like an insane amount of seasons, or was it like reasonable? I feel like the early animes that were Americanized, because Sailor Moon was one, Ronin Warriors was one, Samurai Pizza Cats was one. Like the early animes that came to America, they didn't usually do long ones, right? They did shorter ones, so that way there was only like a few seasons, and they would go to syndication on TV and everything. Absolutely. Yes, of course. I will be doing the Marvel vs. Capcom collection on PC. I'd be a bonehead to not do it on PC. The most people will be playing it on PC. There'll be no input delay on PC. Absolutely, yes. I agree. Page 5 says, I got to reach out to Andy and do a stream talking about just games. It'd be fantastic. Capitalize on the momentum. I would love that. I absolutely, positively would love that. Would absolutely love to just talk about games on a show. Again, that's all I ever wanted. I want to go, if I'm going to go on your show, let's talk about topics I can add something to, rather than trying to delve into drama and behind the scenes shit about my life that has nothing to do with my public life. Why are we talking about this? What does this have to do with the reality of the content I put out? All you want to do is make drama content instead of treat me like a human. So no, I'm not going to appear on your show for your drama bullshit, right? I received a dollar tip. Oh no, this is a troll. Never mind. You know what's hilarious? So 2 days ago when I was setting up this PC, okay, I was out of line because I was very stressed out. We were having tons of technical difficulties. We couldn't get the internet to work. I couldn't log into my Steam account. It was like thing after thing, like 3 or 4 things kept happening. And I got fed up and upset because people were like trying to give me advice in the chat, but it was all contradictory. It was like one person would say this, one person would say this. So there's one person I called out and I said what they said was stupid or wrong, okay? I publicly apologized to them later on that very same stream. And then yesterday on my podcast, I publicly apologized again to everyone, saying I was out of line. I 100% know I was out of line. I'm sorry for that. I'm getting idiots contacting me saying I need to specifically apologize to a certain person. I already did, you fucking moron. I specifically said their name, and then later on I apologized to everyone. You're just a moron who follows detractor content. Shut the fuck up. No one should listen to a word you say. You're a stupid idiot. Okay. I know. The more I say sorry, the more they'll ask for another apology, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I mean, how many more times do I have to say it? I feel like every time I say it, it has less value. No? Right? Like, I'm a human. I was very upset because I have a very high-end, high-dollar PC that showed up and the goddamn thing wasn't working. And we're all trying to figure it out together, and we're trying a million things, and none of them are working, and we're getting pissed off. And then I overreacted because I'm stupid, you know? Because I'm a dunderhead. Because I get my adrenaline just pumping, and then I say stupid shit. Right? I call every Street Fighter player a flow charter, and I say that they're fucking scrub and, their mom is a jerk or something. And then I say things to the chat, and then everyone hates me. But then I apologize, and we're all good, Thank you all. Everyone's being very positive today. The regulars are being positive. The newcomers are being positive. Everyone's being positive. Helldivers 2 on PC. Well, I'd have to rebuy it, wouldn't I? And to be quite frank, I feel like the Helldivers boat has left the port. I liked playing Helldivers for like a month, 2 months there when I did. But then it kind of got boring. And even though people are saying they added new content, it's kind of like, do I really care? It was all right. But I feel like there's many other things we could be doing rather than going back to Helldivers, right? Yoshino Lover asked, am I going to play everything on PC now or just fighting games and a few others? I've already kind of explained. What I need to do is when a new game's coming out, I need to weigh and balance the pros and cons of playing it on PC. Some games are amazing day one on PC, and others are terrible. Like, I'm going to have to start listening to guys like Digital Foundry now and stuff to see situations where it makes more sense to go for, say, the PS5 version of the game, or if I should get the PC version of the game. I'll be honest, I think the Xbox Series X is going to get retired. I don't really foresee myself using it that much moving forward. Likely it's just going to be me using it very limited capacity for anything, if at all. All right. But I think the way I see it is between PC and PS5 kind of bouncing back and forth is probably the way to go. But it's going to be situational, you know. Fighting games, as long as the PC port's good, you're always going to have the least input delay, and most pro players are playing on PC for fighting games now, so that's probably what I'm going to do. That's true, of course. Cypress TV says, the reason people never want to talk games with you is because that would humanize you and basically show that I have something intelligent to add to a conversation, right? And they don't want that. They just want me to be basically trying to talk about things that they would deem embarrassing. So that way they can make me look like I'm an inhuman, you know, monster or something. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, it looks like, excuse me, it looks like Steam stuff has won the poll. So I'm going to shut down the poll. And when you say Steam stuff, I'm assuming you mean like, number one, let's see what games I actually have on Steam. If there's any you want me to re-download and test to see how they work in my new PC. And number two, I'm assuming that means maybe looking at some PC games to get on Steam. If anyone wants to give some games today, or if I get a game, I'm not going to break the bank buying a bunch of games today, especially if there's no commitment that I'm going to play them. But I'm willing to explore and take a look on what's on there. I don't know what PC stuff I've been missing. Right? I just don't. I don't know what PC exclusive stuff I haven't had opportunity to play, being a console gamer. That's going to be you guys trying to help me figure that out. Okay? That's kind of what the gist of the stream is today then. Denton says, I'm happy the tide's turning against the trolls. For me, here's the thing. I get it. The hate is played out. Let's leave it at that. If we could just have fun together and we don't have to mention the trolls. You know what I'm saying? Like, the moment that we even bring their names up, you're kind of giving them more attention. It's kind of like Voldemort. We don't say his name because when you do, you give him power. It's like Beetlejuice. Don't say his name 3 times or Michael Keaton busts through your door, says nice fucking model, and grabs his crotch. We don't want that, right? So just don't bring them up. Just act like they don't exist. Let's just hang out together and have a good time and leave it at that. All right? I don't need to see Michael Keaton's balls today. Okay. Steam has some demos. Oh, do they? I wonder what they have. This Goy Knows just became a member. Thank you for becoming a member. This Goy Knows. I appreciate that. All right, so guys, I actually have to blow my nose for the first time today. If this doesn't show that my cold is getting better, I don't know what does. This is excellent. That's only the first time in a over 2 hour podcast that I have to blow my nose. So hold on. Sorry about this. Also, I have another shout out to do. I just received a $2 tip from the Blimp. He says, I am proud of you, man. You did amazing last night. It was great seeing you have a laugh and relax. I agree. And that's all I really want, is enough respect to be able to, like, be a human on the internet. And I got that last night. And that's, you know what? I'll say this. What's going to happen now is, it's called karma. And those Kino Casino guys are going to get good karma now because they were the first ones to actually treat me with that respect. You understand? So now karma's going to come in good droves for them because they did something nice. At least that's my belief, is if you do good things, then the good things will come to you as a result of you doing those good things. And it may not be today, it may be down the line, but I feel that way. That those guys did me a solid. They didn't have to. They did me a solid, and now good things will come. Thank you to Bubs812, just gifted a membership. I don't see who it went to. I don't see who it went to. Shoot. Wait a minute. What is going on? It went to Mateo. Mateo the God. Congrats, Mateo the God, on getting the gifted membership. Thank you, Bubs, for supporting the channel today. I just received a $5 tip. I enjoyed your stream last night, Phil. A suggestion for PC gameplay, you should check out mods for games that you liked in the past. That's an interesting suggestion. Keep in mind, though, I probably don't own the games on PC, and that's kind of the catch-22 here. I've been a console gamer for the greater part of 10 years. So I probably don't own, even if the old game, oh, I want to see that with mods. I probably played it on console. I don't have it on PC. I'd have to get it. Thank you so much. All right, guys, here's what I think we'll do. What a podcast, right? By the way, Denton just gifted a membership, and that went to Mellow Yellow. Congrats, Mellow Yellow, on the membership. I think we should end the show. We've gone 2 hours on the show. I think we should end the show, and I got to take a piss, and then I'll come back, and then we'll open Steam, and we'll start exploring, okay? We'll start exploring. We'll see what's on Steam. You guys will give me recommendations, things to look into. We'll look at my Steam library to see what games I've actually owned over the years, right? And, you know, we'll go from there. Fair enough? All right. Well, guys, this was an amazing podcast. And I had a great time with all of you, and I hope that you'll come back. You don't have to be here every day, but I hope that you'll come back. I mean, look at the viewership. I don't get this many views on a podcast, ever. And I appreciate you guys coming back and hanging out, having a good time. This podcast is usually very conversational, meaning I'll have topics to cover, but I have a big chunk of it where we do Q&A and open stuff. I'm totally looking forward to having more people in the conversation and more people hanging out and having fun things to talk about on the show. Thanks for a great one. Thanks to the guys from Kino Casino. And I will see you all tomorrow on the Level 1 Podcast.